Granada is blessed with Moorish heritage dating back more than 700 years. This pinnacle is the Alhambra, a compound with palaces, courtyards, and gardens where the emirs of Granada would escape the summer heat. You can walk along the streets of the old Moorish city, laid out exactly as it was in medieval times, or enter the cave dwellings of the historic gypsy neighborhood famed for its flamenco shows. The soaring peaks of the Sierra Nevada will draw your gaze in the distance to the east. Today we share the top 10 best things to do in Granada so you can plan a trip and experience all the exciting attractions and activities this beautiful city has to offer. Starting with number 10, Alhambra. This magnificent site is hard to sum up with a few words. The Alhambra is a palace, castle, summer retreat, and enclosed town all in one enchanting place. It was built during the 1200s and 1300s for the Nasrids, who ruled the Emirate of Granada in the final centuries of Muslim control in Andalusia. After the Reconquista, it became the royal court of the Catholic monarchs, Isabella I and Ferdinand II. Book well in advance and spend an enthralling day pottering about royal chambers, serene courtyards, divine renaissance, and Moorish palaces. At number 9 is the Generalife. The sumptuous grounds of the Alhambra are so huge that you might even need another day to see them. These lush and stately gardens are incredibly fragrant in springtime and have colorful flower beds, neatly trimmed hedges and topiaries, geometric pools and fountains, and all sorts of surprising architectural flourishes. The unforgettable part, though, is the Generalife Palace, which is at the crest of the hill where the emirs would spend their summers in the shade. The fountains would cool the air as their waters evaporated on the patio's paving stones. At number 8, Albayzín. Head north up the hill from Plaza Nueva to get to Granada's Arab Quarter, also part of Granada's UNESCO site. After the Reconquest, this is where the Moorish population that wanted to remain in Granada settled, and it's impossible to ignore the influence of the architecture of this captivating part of the city. As befits a Medina, the street plan is a tangle of tight alleys with tall townhouses painted white. The hand-painted Moorish tiles adorning the walls here are beautiful and worth a close look. At number 7, Granada Cathedral. Built on top of Granada's mosque at the start of the 16th century, this magnificent building is Spain's second largest cathedral. It was erected during a transition in fashion, so the foundations are Gothic, even if the main structure and interior are from the Renaissance. The person charged with trying to find some harmony between the styles was Diego de Silo, and his efforts won him a lot of contemporary acclaim. To soak up the brilliance of this cathedral, stand in the main chapel and lift your gaze to the stained glass windows, sculptures and paintings on the sides. At number 6 in our list, Royal Chapel. Next to the cathedral is the resting place of two of Spain's most influential rulers. The Catholic monarchs, Isabella I and Ferdinand II, are interred here and had completed the Christian reconquest of Spain from the Moors at the end of the 1400s. Their beautiful tomb is made from alabaster and was designed by the Italian sculptor Domenico Fancelli. The tombs of their successors, Joanna of Castile and Philip I, are also in the Royal Chapel, as well as the Catholic monarch's grandson, Miguel de Paz, the Prince of Portugal, who died in infancy. At number 5, Sacromonte. Another of Granada's traditional neighborhoods is east of Albaicín and in front of the Alhambra. After the Catholic monarchs retook the city, Sacromonte became the home of the city's gypsy community. The neighborhood is on the steep slopes of Valparaiso amid pines and cactuses, and at some point in the 16th century, the settlers began to hew their homes from the rock face. As you stroll past these dwellings, you'll notice how no two cave houses are the same, as their dimensions are determined entirely by the rugged terrain. At number 4, El Bañuelo. They may seem like nothing from the street, but the baths on Carrera del Darro are a real rarity. Most bathing establishments were destroyed following the Reconquest as they had a scandalous reputation akin to brothels. These baths only survived because they were underneath a private home built when the city was taken, so you'll get a rare glimpse inside a natural hammam from the days of the Emir. At number 3 in our list, Alcaiceria. In the Islamic days, this was the location for Granada's Great Bazaar, where merchants would tout their silks and spices along several crisscrossing streets. Nowadays, what's left is a single passageway full of souvenir shops, some of which hold more interest than others. If you're searching for a gift that represents Granada and Andalusia, try Fagilaza ceramics, Moorish-style earthenware hand-painted with blue or green motifs of plants. At number 2, Sierra Nevada. This national park lies just behind Granada's eastern suburbs and has the highest peak in Iberia Mulhacén at 3,478 m and the southernmost ski resort in Europe. It will only take half an hour to get from the old center of Granada up to these majestic mountainscapes. What's great about the journey is how the vegetation changes from the scrub of the plain to juniper bushes, wild olive trees and oaks as you get higher. Finally, around the resort are Loft Scots pines and woodland where boar and wild cats roam. Check out the number 1 places in our list, Plaza de San Nicolás. At the top of the Albayzín district is the Church of San Nicolás, fronted by the square. It enjoys the definitive view of the Alhambra, set off by the vast peaks of the Sierra Nevada in the background. After struggling to the summit of this hill, you'll probably require a breather, so take 5 on one of the benches here, sit back and enjoy a panorama that has captivated people for centuries. Now it's time to hear from you. What's your favorite things to do in Granada? Is there something we missed? Let us know in the comments section below, and don't forget to give this video a like and subscribe to Greenable if you haven't already. Click the bell icon to stay updated on all our latest content.